Hi children, good morning. Welcome back to my class. In your previous class, what you learned? Where we stopped different types of beaks. So let us we have to don't waste our time. Let us we have to go to the topic. So different types of beak. The first one is strong, sharp and hooked beak. Strong, sharp and hooked beak. So some of the birds like vulture. See vulture example. Vulture, eagle, these are the already I told you carnivorous birds. These birds and also owl. These birds have strong, sharp and hooked beak. Strong, sharp and hooked beak. With that beak only they can tear the flesh of other animals. Okay. And coming to the second one, I told you strong and chisel shaped beak. Chisel. CHISEL. Chisel shaped beak. What is meant by chisel shaped beak, children? You are not a very small kid. Chisel means to cut any object like a hammer only. Okay? Chisel means to be cut. Here some of the birds contain strong and chisel shaped beak. So which birds that one? Come on, do you know that? Example, say woodpecker. WOOD wood PECKER. Woodpecker is the example for strong and chisel shaped beak. See how it is used its beak in that. See when woodpecker can live in the trunk of the tree. Trunk of the tree only, and it can drill holes with its beak into the trunk of a tree. So that only we call it is a strong and chisel shaped beak. What is the use of chisel shaped beak, children? The woodpeckers are using their chisel shaped beak while it is drilling holes in a trunk of a tree. So that only its beak is very strong and sharp. Okay. And coming to the third one is short, pointed and strong. So which birds contain these? Do you know? Short beak. See, if you observe sparrow, what is the spelling of sparrow? SPARROW. If you see this sparrow's beak, it is very short and of course pointed, and also it is strong teeth. And what is the use of this sparrow's teeth? It can crush the tree. It can crush the nuts. It can crush the nuts with its short pointed strong beak only. Okay. Here sparrow is using short pointed beak to crush the nuts. And coming to the fourth one is long slender beak. Long slender beak. Okay. See here in this name only is there. What is the meaning of slender? Here slender means lean or thin. The meaning of slender is lean or thin. Here some of the birds contain long slender beak means lean or thin beak. What is that bird, children? Example, hummingbird. The smallest bird in the bird is hummingbird. The hummingbird contains long slender beak. See what is the use of this long beak? Because the hummingbird always can take the nectar from flowers. Okay. And with this slender beak only they can enter into that flower. After that with that only they can take the nectar from the flowers. Okay. The example for the long slender beak is hummingbird. Okay. Next coming to the broad and flat beak. Broad and flat beak. Here what is the example for these children? Broad means example duck. The duck contains broad and flat beak. If you see that ducks, normally I draw you. See, this is the beak of duck's beak. This is very broad and flat beak also. And what is the use of this beak? this beak has both sides also small holes are there, and in this duck's beak also teeth are present in that. Teeth are present, but not there any use of the teeth. But here the teeth are act as filters. Okay, why? Because these ducks can swims in that water always. When it is swimming in that muddy water or normal water, in that so many insects also present in that. Okay, children. So while it is swimming in that water, the ducks can open its mouth in this way. So at that time, the water automatically will goes into that duck's mouth, and some of that muddy water will come from this side only. Some small holes are there, no? From these holes only the muddy water will come out, but some small insects will go into side of the duck's stomach. Okay, here the duck has broad and flat beak. The duck has small teeth, but here the duck's teeth acts as a filters, and the either side of the beak has two holes are present. With that holes, the muddy water, while the duck is swimming in that water, the muddy water will come from that side, and the insects will go to the duck's stomach. So anyway, the broad and flat beak who has means that is duck. Okay, and coming to the sixth one, strong and curved beak. Strong and curved beak. So do you know, children, did you see any time which type of birds have this strong and curved beak? Example, come on, say our favorite bird that is in green in color, its beak it's in red color. What is that? Come on, say yes, parrot. P-A-R-R-O-T, parrot, and also pigeons contain this type of strong and curved beak, and they also, like sparrows only, with its beak only they can crush the nuts. But here the parrot will not use the upper side of the beak. They always can use the upper part only they can use. They will not use that lower part. Okay, here strong and curved beak have parrot. The parrot can always use its upper side of the beak, and it will not use the lower side of the beak. Which type of beak they have? Parrot. Strong and curved beak. Not only parrot but also the pigeon also have this type of same beak only. And at last one, coming to last one is strong, short, flat beak. Strong, short and flat beak. Who has this type of beak? One bird is there, that is swallow. That is swallow. This is also one bird name. The bird swallow has strong, short and flat beak. And what is the use of this? With this swallow, down one sticky gum also is present in that. When it is taking that any insect, automatically it can stitches to that particular gum part. So that is the speciality of swallow bird. And who has this strong, short, flat beak? Swallow has strong, short and flat beak. These are the different types of beaks, and these all birds also using their beaks while they are searching their food, while they are eating their food only. So you have to remind these all 6 types of beaks. Like ducks only, fishes also have some small teeth, and also these teeth only works as a filters like a duck. Okay, and coming to here one more important thing. For example, if you are eating any food item, if you don't like any food item, you can throw outside. At that time suddenly one bird will come and it will take that food item. Which bird that is? That is none other than crow. None other than crow. It is in black color. Okay. This crow automatically, when we are throwing any food waste material, it will come and take it away. So these are cleaning our surroundings. Am I right or not? These crows are cleaning our surroundings. Not only crow but also vultures. Vultures also following the crow's manner only. These crow and vultures are cleaning our surrounding. So that we called as these two birds natural scavengers. Natural scavengers. 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 Okay, children. Here scavengers means cleaners. Scavengers means cleaners. Here anybody, we did not tell them to clean this our nature, but they only will take that any waste food product upon our surroundings. So that we call as these crow and vultures we call as natural scavengers. Okay, they are cleaning our surroundings. Next, already I told you how frog get its food. How frog get its food and get its food. Which body part it is using? Already I told you. Just you remind that. Yes, it is using sticky tongue. The frog is using sticky tongue while it is catching its prey or while it is catching its food. Which body part it is using? Sticky tongue. Like this, lizard also using its sticky tongue while it wants to take any food item. Okay, children. So these both also comes under that amphibious animals. Okay, and also we can tell as these are reptiles. Come on, say children, who are the natural scavengers? Crow and vultures. Next, how does a cow gets its food? How does a cow gets its food? See, cow what it will eat? The cow is the best example for herbivore. It always can eat plants and plant products only. So that only we called as it is a herbivore. See, if you observe while the cow is eating a grass, so what it will do? They can use its front teeth or incisors. Okay, and after that they will fastly cut the grass and it can swallow. Fastly it can swallow, and after that it can store into a part of its stomach. It can store into a part of stomach. A very large stomach it has. Okay, in that a part of stomach, the cow can fastly eat the grass, and after that it can swallow and it can store into a part of a stomach. And later what it will do? When it will goes to its correct place, it will take again back. Okay, take again that food material back into its mouth. For example, like this only. So it is not possible to us, but only it is possible some of the animals like cows, buffaloes, and also giraffes. Okay, this only special character. See here, when the cow is eating the grass, it can fastly eating, and after that it can store into a part of stomach, and when it gets free time, at that time the cow can take back the food again into its mouth and later chew it properly. With it grinding teeth. So after later it can send into its stomach. This process we called as rumination. See here, children, once you carefully listen that, what is meant by rumination? While cutting the grass at the time of grazing, the cows and buffaloes are taking the grass very speedily or fastly, and they can store into that part of a stomach, and when it gets free time, they will take back that food again into the stomach, again into the mouth, and later they can chew the food properly. Okay, that process we called as rumination. That type of animals we called as ruminants. Children, now come on, say the examples of ruminants. Example, cow. Only next is buffalo. 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 And also giraffe. Giraffe. These are the examples for the ruminants. Under Understood children what is meant by rumination? At the time of grazing, the animals can take, these animals, cow, buffalo, giraffe can take the grass very speedily and swallow, and they can store it a part of stomach, and later they bring it back to the mouth and later chew it properly. That process we called as rumination, and that type of animals we called as ruminants. Remaining only these three animals only have this special character. Remaining all animals will not do like that. Next, coming to the how lion gets its food. Next, coming to the how lion gets its food. Actually, who is the king of the forest? Of course, lion is the king of the forest. And the lion, what it will eat? The flesh of other animals. The lion will eat always the flesh of other animals. Animals. Okay. But if the lion is want to take any food item, it can chase that any animal. Okay, so by chasing or running only, by walking only, this lion can take its food. And coming to the next, how dogs can get its food. How dog can get its food. See, if you observe, before only we tell that what is that? The dog is using its the sense of smell. Okay, here see nowadays so many people are keeping this dog as our pet. At that time they are keeping milk to the puppy. Okay, and how it is drinking the milk? See, if you observe, it is using its tongue. T-O-N-G-U-E, tongue. The dog is using its tongue while it is drinking water or milk. Okay children, here while the dog is using its tongue while it is taking milk or water. That type of process we call as lapping. That type we call as lapping. L-A-P-I-N-G, lapping. By using its tongue, the dogs are taking its food we call as lapping. Okay, and reminding how these animals. Anyway, these all also different types of animals using their different modes while they are taking the food. Okay children, now coming to one more interesting topic, that is chain, food chain. That is chain is food chain. Chain, food chain. See, generally we know any chains. See here it has I also wore one chain. So it is has some interlink. See for example, I am drawing a chain. It is like interlinks, and last here one hook they will be keep, and after that one locket also present here. Okay, if you want to take from our neck, so we have to open here only, otherwise it will break up. Okay, so this we called as normal chain or metal chain. But coming to this type of chain only is there in that our ecosystem, that we called as food chain. That we called as food chain. Actually, what is meant by food chain? See, who is eaten by whom? Who is eaten by whom? Whom? Okay. See here, first of all, I want to draw one small picture. This is grass. This is grass. The grass is eaten by caterpillar. Caterpillar. The grass is eaten by caterpillar. This caterpillar eaten by frog. Okay. Thus caterpillar is eaten by frog. Frog is eaten by snake. Frog is eaten by snake. And this snake is eaten by vulture. Carnivorous bird. See here, the vulture will not directly eat this grass, or directly it will not eat that caterpillar. Okay, here the grass is eaten by caterpillar, the caterpillar is eaten by frog, frog is eaten by snake, snake by vulture. Here, this type of chain, who is eaten by whom, we called as food chain. Okay children, here the food chain always starts with plants. The food chain always starts with plants and it is ends with carnivores. Carnivores animals or birds. Carnivores animals or birds. See here, what is meant by food chain? Who is eaten by whom, we called as food chain, and this food chain always can start with plant and after that it is ends with carnivorous animal. For example, one more I want to draw you. For example, this is a small carrot plant. Okay, and this carrot is eaten by rabbit. Rabbit is eaten by dog. And dog is eaten by fox. Fox is eaten by wolf. And wolf is eaten by tiger or lion. Tiger or lion. Okay. See, here carrot plant. Carrot is eaten by rabbit. Rabbit is eaten by dog. Dog is eaten by fox. Fox is eaten by wolf. Wolf is eaten by tiger or lion. See here also this carrot is a plant or not. So the food chain is started with plants and at last if you observe that the food chain is ends with carnivore. Okay. So any food chain starts with plants and ends with carnivorous animal. So that these plants we called as producers. These plants we called as producers. See, all the food chain starts with producers who are giving the food to us we called as producers. Here already we know that plants are giving food to us, animals, and so that we called as plants are producers. Okay, primary producers. And after that these all animals also we can tell as secondary consumers. We can call as secondary consumers. Secondary consumers. See, plants are we called as producers. Who are eating plants we called as primary consumers. P-R-I-M-A-R-Y, primary. C-O-N-S-U-M-E-R-S, consumers. Okay. Plants are called producers. Who are eating the plants we called as primary consumers. Okay. And who are eaten by the primary consumers we called as the secondary consumers. And at last one we can see that tertiary consumers. Tertiary consumers. We called as last this one tertiary consumers. Okay children. What is meant by plants? Plants are giving so much of food to us, so that we called as plants are producers. Which animals are eating the producers we called as primary consumers. Okay, which animals are eating the primary consumers? We can tell that secondary consumers. And which animals eating the secondary consumers we called as tertiary consumers. These are also, if in this food chain one also not there, means for example if in this plants is not there, means these all animals also will not get seed food. Okay, if the plant is carrot here not there, means the rabbit also will not get seed food. Automatically dog will not get seed food, and fox, wolf, tiger, everything. So compulsory these all according to the ecosystem, food chain is very necessary to the animals next generation. So this is about food chain. Like that only food web. Food web. In this food web means in this one animals, if there any primary, if there not any primary consumers or secondary consumers, automatically food chain will stop. So food web means automatically it will always continuous process. And coming to the one more interesting character is an ant. And coming to these animals also live in their colonies. Coming to here, we have to discuss about an ant, the wonderful world of ants. See here, ant is a very small only. Okay, ant is very small. But why you have to see the ant, we have to learn so many of things. So what is that? First one, these ants first of all will search their food and to their full of their colony. Okay, in these different types of ants also is there, that is workers. Okay, and after that soldiers. Workers, soldiers, female ants and male ants. Four types of ants are there. Okay, what are that? Worker ants, soldier ants, female ants and male ants. And female and male ants will not do any work here. The king of that is female only, of course. And workers. See here, workers, what they will do? They will see what we are seeing outside of our ground, that are we called as workers, worker ants. They will collect their money, they will collect their food. They will collect their food and they will not eat themselves only. They will carry for these entire soldiers, female ants and male ants too. Okay, these ant workers are collecting the food from any of that object. They will carry to the whole ants, and soldier ants will protect that all ants. Okay, and after that male ant and female ant, after that they will do their. These worker ants can collect food and stock the food for entire all these ants also. Okay, and also they will keep one type of insect, that is aphids. Aphids, aphids or honeydew. What is the use of this? See, our farmers are keeping a cow for their economical purposes or they for milk only. Like these ants also keeping its aphids or honeydew for producing any of food. And also these ants are cutting very small leaves. These ants cut the small leaves into small pieces. After that they will arrange bed-like structure in its ant hill, and after that automatically one type of fungus will they can produce. So that sometimes also these ants will eat that type of food also. So this is about animals and their food. Children, I hope you all understood about this. See, in this what topics we discussed: types of animals according to their living place and according to their eating habitats, and also we learned different types of birds, what they are eating and which senses they are using. And already we knew that is different types of beaks, and after that how the leech is getting its food, what are the special structures we called as suckers, and also how that lion is taking food and how the dog is taking its food, and also remaining so many also we learned in it. And also we learned that food chain. Okay, food chain always can start with plants, so that we called as producers, and who are eaten, these producers we called as primary consumers. Primary consumers who are eaten, that we called as secondary consumers, and who are eating these secondary consumers we called as tertiary consumers. And like this only food web, and it is also like interlink only, it will not any stop is there. And after that animals colonies also present is there, and after that we knew about the wonder world of ants. In that different types of ants are there, that are workers, soldiers, female ant and male ant. Okay, and they will do their jobs and also they work for their union. So what we have to learn from that ant? So what we have to do any work, we have to do a union. We have to do a union. Unity is the best policy. So we have to learn the lesson from that land. What is that? Unity is the best policy. In this, after that, when you complete this listening, after you have to read your textbook and underline the new words like rumination, ruminants, and also frugivores, and also some of the new words also came. So you have to write in that page only that new words meanings, and already after that you have to complete that tables in your textbook, and after that you have to do the bit part in your textbook, and after that you have to maintain your CW with the answers of worksheet. Thank you.